Good Sunday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Hey, happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. Wow, another year is upon us with another Father's Day. Man, time just goes by so quickly, everybody. But once again, happy Father's Day to all those out there. Today, I thought I'd wear just a little different outfit here to give me the Father's Day look as I get going. Getting a little late start, but I thought, hey, it's Father's Day. Don't I deserve the Father's Day treatment? And what will that be today, right? Yeah, what is going to be your Father's Day adventure for you today, for all those fathers out there? Right now, I'm thinking we're going to breakfast, going to Merrill to replace my shoes, and going to the gun show. How about that idea, huh? Yeah, how about that being a Father's Day adventure? So that's what I think is going to happen. It's actually sprinkling. It's the rainy season here is on us. I think we're going to break out of it later this coming week, at the next weekend. But here I am, traversing across the driveway to get the dogs out. A little late, a little concerned that I slept in too long, and I'm going to have to clean up something in the house. I'm going to hope on my Father's Day that's not the case. But we're going to find out here in a second. That's for damn sure. So get in the house. Don't have my hearing aids on because when I go swimming, I take them out. Then I don't put them back in the evening time. I enjoy the solitude and being quiet. So let's go see here how the puppies did through the night. And if they did any business, that'll be a total bummer. Stay there. Don't smell anything. Don't smell anything. All right. You guys be right there. Come on, Pops. Come on. And here we go, everybody. Across, back and forth. And Ginger, she's going to get a little hiney wet in the grass, so she poops where the least resistance to her hiney is. Yeah, it's drizzling. Car show. Another no good car show. Nice. Sunday car shows are just not happening. You saw it last weekend, a week ago. I went to the car show on my trike, and it wasn't even raining. Nobody's there for the most part. Then I got bold and adventurous to ride. And wow, that was a hell of a ride. That was in so many ways. Why the hell did I do that, right? All right, so let's get the Sunday conversation going. Being Father's Day, a special day for those men that committed to having a child. And until you do that, you don't know what the hell you did to yourself, right? Yeah, raising children, marriage, it's all a challenge, everybody. And it's the good and the bad. I think the good outweighs the bad, and I'm sure some would disagree on that in this world. Come on, Pups, let's go. You get the little ones upstairs so it's not confrontational. No, stay there. Nope, you guys. Come on, Tang. No, you guys stay here. No, you're not going in. Come here. Where's Tang? Tango. Go on, Tang. Go on, Scout. Right, you guys stay out here. And you get to eat where I put down, hey, Dermot gave me a $10 tip last night. Thank you very much. You know, some of you out there, Brian, Bob, Gail, Green Rush. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I didn't mention your name, my apologies. Just I can't keep track of everything I do in my life. So keeping track of everything you do for me in my life, it's not easy. So I really appreciate the tips. You know, it really helps me, keeps me going, keeps me motivated, because I really do try my best to keep you guys video to watch instead of watching stupid ass news. So yeah, being a father, somebody will tell you how it's been a great run. I mean, I've had a great run being a father. I mean, and that's the thing. I feel sorry for people that didn't commit to having a child, but also recognize too that some people don't need to be a parent. I'm sure many would agree with that thought. Is how many people you know in this world where that person should have never had a child. They just weren't groomed for it, and it's a big problem in today's society. We see in today's society, the inner cities, that the fathers, we have fatherless, families more than ever. I think I could be wrong in that. I'm not the guy that researches all those numbers, but you have to say to yourself that, what's the biggest challenge in life, in marriage, and families is the father. Now, the Mother's Day conversation, we'll honor them, but today it's about the fathers. So I'm not going to spend my time recognizing all the women out there that are just as important. But I never forget Will Smith 15 years ago. Wasn't it Will Smith that got on stage and slapped Chris Rock? Yeah, it's just weird how these entertainers, as they get older, they get weird on us. Kind of like us as well. But the point is, Will Smith said the problem in the inner cities and his culture is we know it is. It's the fatherless upbringing of children. And he said when the kid can't find a father at home, they go to the streets and find a father in the streets, and that's usually the drug dealers. And that's why it's such a huge problem in the inner cities is that there's men that don't take responsibility for what they create, and then for the thing they created being a boy usually, and a girl as well, but it's more the boys, I would have to say. That I'm not saying girls don't get involved in drugs and crime too, but it's more or less the boy. The boy's looking for a father figure, and the drug lords and the druggies know how they can take advantage of young boys and let them think they're their mentors, and that's a big, big problem. And it's just a vicious circle. It's very sad. I mean, I can't even fathom, had I gone through a separation with my wife, divorce, and then I didn't have an opportunity to raise my child. That's just, and it goes on though. It's huge. I mean, it's huge. We're breaking relationships. I guarantee you, there's people on my channel who say, "Oh yeah, I had children, had a child, nasty ass breakup, and the wife took control and pissed me off so much, I left. I didn't even want any part of it." No, I mean, there's just horrendous stories of people with fathers. And the thing about, being a father is, it's all the good and the bad. Meaning, you as a father, and a mother as well, as you go through, I would think, you go through great efforts to raise a child, and your goal is to bring that child up and to be self-sufficient. That's the number one goal. It's just the nature of the world we live in. Look at animals. Number one goal of the animal world, the animal kingdom, is that mother brings in that newborn little baby, whatever it may be, and eventually it has to be on its own. Well, it's the same thing for us. And sadly, we live in a society today more than ever where the stay-at-home son is a growing trend. And why is that? So you have to say to yourself, is it the relationship that the father has so strong with their son that they don't want him to go away? I've always thought that throughout my life growing up, that in so many ways, I think there's a relationship that you have, a bond with your child, and it's your friend. It truly is. It's your friend. You raise them to do the things you like, and so now you've created your own friend. And so I think what's not even spoken about in today's society of so many stay-at-home kids is, I don't think the parents want to raise their hand and admit that if it wasn't for my son or daughter staying at home, I've lost a relationship. I've lost interaction. Hello? Hello? Hey, does anybody know that person? Wow. Yeah, you could use me as a perfect example of me having a daughter that I raised that she loved to do what I do. And she interacted with me. She was my friend. My daughter is my best friend. And we did so many things together that why would I want her to leave? And that was a running joke on my channel so many times. That's so interesting is so many people always say she's never going to leave because she has so many things within hand's reach to have fun. And she always did. My daughter always had fun being at home. Now, I think there's some families that I think the relationships of the mother or father, the father, They want the kid to leave. They'd rather see the kid go off to school or go to the military. They can't wait for that kid to leave. Yeah, that's a big thing too. But once again, it'll be interesting to see as time progresses, if you kind of start to hear the stories that the younger generation is living in their parents' house, it's because the parents want them to live in the house. The parents, that's their world. I mean, I can honestly say from my father and my family, it's a fact that my brother, and my dad are like best friends. Oh, there's, okay, so I just got ditched. This is classic. I have no idea what's going on. No, Gypsy? No. So this is classic. I'm not lying. This is how my marriage is. This is Father's Day. And maybe I was, no, Gypsy, no. Get back here. That makes no sense to me. So now I get over here. Come on, Gypsy. It's just, it's always something, man. My life, my life is easy. It's not easy, everybody. I don't know what happened. I don't know. The plan changed. What the hell's going on? So I'm here. Probably my wife's pissed that I'm making a YouTube video. I don't know. I'm going to say, I get notices all the damn time. And this just doesn't end. Ha ha. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. Well, I think she just personally ran down the street to get gas. My wife's the type of person, she has to get things in order for the day before she goes to work, and she knows I'm doing my channel. And she doesn't want to, she knows, but she doesn't know, so that's really even weirder. Yeah, well, I'll just keep the channel going for right now instead of making a phone call. Which I'm befuddled. Does she remember today's Father's Day? I thought she did. This is my life, everybody. Wow. So back to the so if like my father and my brother, they have always been the two that go places and go do things. To a degree. I mean, really, the relationship's always been about the boat. My dad and brother's biggest thing in life has been about going boating. It's always revolved around the boats, but that's been something those two just love to do, and it's a connection for them. For me, my dad and I had an incredible connection of sports because we played golf together, we played tennis together, and we liked to sailboat. My brother really wasn't into sailboating. He was like the power boating. So my dad and I had more of a relationship of the sports. My dad, when I was very young, coached soccer in California, and so my father and I, being my brother is borderline deaf, my father and I have more of a mental, I should say, we have more, we're on the same level. We think the same, we talk the same, we enjoy the same type of movies, we laugh at the same things. So we have a strong connection on the mental capacity. My brother is a little different. My brother on that side is usually combative. My brother, that's the irony, my brother and my dad, they have so much they like to do together in certain things, but then on the other hand, it's constantly, but it's always combative. My brother, my mother, it's my dad, me, you, anybody. It's just always, that's just his makeup, which is puzzling. So for, if you look around today, and what's also interesting today is, which my father tried to kind of accomplish up here, was when the whole family left in 1990, there was a whole separation of me being with the family anymore. And so my father, his goal was to still be able to spend time with me, and his goal was he wanted to have, the snowbird Florida effect, where he wanted to have the summer home and the winter home. And so that's when he got this idea to go find a piece of property and build a home next to me. And then for my father, I was very fortunate for my mother and father for, I think 11 years, where it was next door to me off and on. I mean, that was kind of a love-hate relationship, because that was a financial obligation and responsibility that I had to take care of. And so it was very fun to have my parents here. But at the same time, once they left, I had the challenge of having to take care of the property and maintain things. Here we go. So here's probably my neighbor. Now, this just doesn't end, everybody. It's Father's Day, and Gypsy will probably be out on the road. Here we go. So I should have just locked the dogs in the barn, but I figured they're probably going to go, take a crap in the barn. I just don't want to pick up crap today. I just don't want to pick up crap. So I have no idea what's going on out here. I don't even know where they went. And I'm in my regular shoes, which got me on that. Yeah, so the point is that today, more than ever, a lot of families are buying properties, and they're like from my mother's side, Linda and Bill, they had a son, daughter, blah blah blah, and their one daughter, who's now probably in her late 40s, that'd be my guess. Isn't it funny how dogs have just disappeared? This is just how these dogs, they're so fast and sly that you don't know. I mean, it's like instantly they're gone. 3 German Shepherd dogs have just vanished off they're not off the property, but they're gone. Which I'm not really worried about it. Whatever. So, point is, that family has bought property, and they built a bunch of homes on one property for everybody to live on the property. That's been going on for years, but I think that's kind of a growing trend more so than maybe in previous years, that people are now buying up 20, 30, 40, 50 acres of land, and then if they have a few kids, they're offering for the kids to live on that property so the family stays connected. And that's a big thing. And that's something with my family, like my father and my mother, is they were kind of more the homebody people. So for my 2 sisters and brother, they always had the access to be at my parents' house. But I think that the good and the bad with that. I mean, there's a fine line there, because do you ever, as a parent, really see that your child has gone out and accomplished their own individuality and their own success, or did you create all this for them? I mean, that's a whole other thing as a parent. This is here. I'm sincere, everybody. I have no idea. You just witnessed how the dogs all ran away. They're probably back in the barn eating food. I'm just that. Yeah, but this is the thing as a parent. What's the biggest concern as a parent? It's the loss of your child. I mean, I can't even. And I know there's people on my channel that have lost a child. I think Randy, I can't keep track of every conversation on my channel, but I think Randy Huff on my channel is one of those parents that lost their child. I mean, I don't even know how you kind of can keep your head on straight from that point on, especially if you had a very close connection. I mean, you think about people that have children that went away to war, and I just don't know how you handle that. You saw how I freaked out losing Kiefer last year. So, but what's the number one concern of a parent? There they are, way over there. Holy crap, they're way over there. So I have no idea where they went. So I got to go start a 4-wheeler. So now I'm questioning. Yep, they're there on the other side of the property through that fence. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Gypsy. Daisel, so that's where that fence broke through. The deer, come on back. Break through all the time. And so they're now on the other side of the property. Where we used to live, which it's another fiasco. Come on back. I can't even see them. All these trees, all over the years, I've planted all these trees, and I don't know where the dogs are because of all these trees. So I'm going to have to stop the video. No, come on back. Come on back. So there's the hole. It doesn't end. Doesn't end. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, happy Father's Day. So there you go. So this is why you pretty much see in the morning where I can't leave the dogs to run amok, because they take off. Because the deer come across the property, the neighbors walk the street. There's just too many things going on. I mean, even though I'm out here in this rural country area, there's always something going on. Like right now, there's a jogger. There's a guy just ran down the street with no shirt on. I mean, he's running around the neighborhood half naked. Come on, pups. Come on, babies. Come on back. Come on, pups. Come on. Oh, they ain't going anywhere. So yeah, so as a father, yeah, and that's the biggest challenge as a parent. And that's the thing about me, for raising my daughter Julia. I mean, I pushed it, because how many of you? I'm sincere, and I can pretty much guarantee you the majority would not have done what I did. Some would, but most won't. Come on, here, puppies, treats. Trade days. Most wouldn't have done what I did. I put Julia on dirt bikes, and then I put her on road bikes. There's not many parents that are going to expose their child to what I did. So I pushed it. I know that. I mean, if you don't think that weighed on my mind as a parent, then you don't know who I am. I mean, you don't think that I thought to myself, oh my God, if anything ever happened to her on a motorcycle, it would be all my fault. So, that's, and it goes on. I mean, oh, pups, there's your food. Getting texting, this morning now. So anyways, as a father, we all know that we strive, we don't hope, you strive to help your children become a good person in this world, and the goal is hopefully they're better than you. But sometimes I wonder if some fathers, I just really wonder sometimes if a father is such a strong-headed person, that do they really want that? Do they really want their child? You see this, in the elitists of the world. You see the inner fighting of control of the wealth, because the father is such a dominant, strong-headed individual that will take the position that they created everything, blah blah blah, and then can they let that go? Can they bow down to their son or their daughter is actually bigger and better than them? And that's a big problem. You see it in families. Like as an example here, there used to be a auto parts distributor here called Track Automotive. Pretty sure it's called Track Automotive, and it was the Haft, H-A-F-T family, and it was classic. And you hear these stories all the time. So the father was a total control freak. He came from true beginnings of being in Washington, D.C., owning a little pharmacy store, like the little mini mart store, the grab bag store of the local D.C. community back in the 50s. Well, from that, I'm trying to remember the name of his pharmacy that he then expanded, and then he got into the automotive side and called it Track Auto. Well, back in the late 80s and the 90s, Robert Half, so it's Robert Half Sr., Robert Half Jr., the father and the mother divorced, and then it was a typical, he's now the 80-year-old guy, and he's hanging out with the pretty women, and he was found to be cheating on the wife, blah blah blah, and so now it's the inner fighting in the family, where now Robert Half Sr.'s mission is just to destroy the companies that he created, so his son and his wife and children can't ride off of what he created. So he totally runs the companies into ground and bankrupts them. Isn't that something? Because it's just he couldn't let go of what he created, and then it becomes the anger and the hate of the father towards his own family because of what he feels they don't deserve or honor. And this goes on. We've seen this. I'm sure many other people on the channel can tell other stories of where you've heard these stories over and over again. Isn't that incredible? How a father will go through great extremes to kill off his own family. I mean, it's been going on for thousands of years with mankind. Just look at the Bible. Just look at the Bible of what the sacrifices of, sacrifice your child for God and blah, 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 blah. I mean, wow, man. Could you do that? Could you do, if somebody called you today and said, you're going to get a bunch of money or whatever it may be, but you have to sacrifice your child for that. I mean, can you even imagine? Wow. But it goes on, man. This is crazy stuff. All right, that's it. Shut the hell up. Good morning, Sunday morning conversation. Hey, I always appreciate the tips. Every bit helps my channel make money. Having a pretty good month. This is the first good month that I've had in ages of starting to make money because I've had people giving tips to me because YouTube's advertising isn't really do much for you unless you have a million. There you go. So here you go. No, Gypsy. So here we go. I gotta get. This is what you see. So this is a jogging. This ain't good. No, this is not. Gypsy. No. So Gypsy, get out. Gypsy. No. Oh boy, everybody, come back. So it's fun this morning. It's a Sunday morning. Fathers. Come on. Thank God for the poor. Look at Rebel. Come on. Where's Diesel? Yeah, so they're having apparently they're having some race. No! Come on back, Diesel. Well, it's a rowdy morning, everybody. It's not a quiet morning here. It's a rainy Sunday, middle of the month. Already middle of the month, everybody. I can't believe it. So anyways, that's it. Hope everybody has a beautiful Father's Day. And hey, Dad, happy Father's Day. Yesterday, the ceremony, celebration of life for my family apparently went really well. My father called last night, and it was a great service, a great celebration, and it's all recorded. I have not seen it yet because I just know it was a very emotional day for my family down there. So that's the books have been closed on that. That's something that's good because my father can be at peace, the family can be at peace. We recognize my mother, who was very special to all of us. And so that's a great thing. So I guess that was a blessing in itself that my father today and Father's Day can say that, we've done the proper things to bring closure to my mother's livelihood in this physical world we live in. And we can only hope and pray that we have another day together on a different plane. All right. God bless. Have a great day.